of a good.
I believe we are. I think we are. I think we're live. I believe we're live. What? We're live, pal. Hey, everyone. How you doing? It's me, Dukect, back with you streaming once again. How are y'all doing this afternoon, evening? Well, whatever. I got Laughing Man from Black Shepherd Games. Hope
Formerly Cheshire Cat Studios, but no one cares.
we got more guests coming in, and we're playing a little bit of the
Magic
Hyrule.
from Magic.
Yes. All right. Just
Hopefully, all of you can tear yourselves away from Amaranth's ear-licking microphone asthma crap. But
But
it
yeah,
should be fun.
this is actually going to be a fun game. Actually. Ooh, just get me out of here. From let me just share the links and everything. Give you the link. Copy that. Not embedded. Here we go. Here's the link. So you can share. And oh,
Sorry.
hey, Magic.
Hey, Dick.
How you doing?
I'm good. I heard you were doing Hyrule Warriors, right?
Yep. Age of Calamity.
Oh, the Calamity.
Yes, that is the plan. And I actually have, and believe it or not, I got the DLC actually. So that's gonna be fun. So let's see, what are we going to be doing here? Let's see, 2 open weapons. No, let's do some story stuff. Do some story stuff here. All right, we got this. Alright. It's a D20 duo, so alright, we think we're okay. Let's go. So how is everyone doing this well? You know,
It's Thursday.
Yeah,
It's Thursday afternoon.
Yeah.
Hope everyone's doing
Or
well.
late as hell as is where Magic and I are at.
I mean, I'm doing okay.
Oh yeah. Did you by the way, we were talking about before we got on air, Master of the Universe. I watched the whole thing.
You poor bastard.
Well, other than Tila's, trying so hard to
Everything.
be everything, I thought it was fine. The production was good. I liked, the Black Girl sidekick. I liked her. I liked Orko, who actually went out like a G, who's actually did the sacrificial play. It was nice seeing that type of.
Basically, he did the Vivi from Final Fantasy IX, huh?
Yeah. And I liked, I mean, it's like.
Thank God Orko's dead, because he's always sucked.
Well, I would say this. He's better here than what they did to him when they did the He-Man / Injustice crossover, making him the villain, which is just mean. I'm like, Orko has always been cool. I liked him I thought he was okay as a kid when I remember watching him. He was silly and such.
Because I remember watching him, and he was the most annoying little shit.
It was the 80s. I would take him over Scrappy Doo.
Well, who wouldn't? I mean, people would take a nail through their dick over Scrappy Doo.
And
I also bowel cancer over Scrappy Doo.
But yes. Even though I wasn't much of a He-Man fan growing up, I was more Thundercats. More Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Transformers. That was my thing, and He-Man was just there. I think Toonami watched. Yeah.
I'm the youngest one here, aren't I?
I just saw that stuff on
Yes.
Cartoon Network reruns and everything. And
Wait, how old are you again, dude?
There you go, dude. Give you a host.
But yeah, I am 35, by the way.
Oh, okay. No, that makes more sense.
Yes, we're old boomers. We actually remember He-Man. Of course, I was like 1 or 2 when the He-Man VHSs started coming out.
Well, remember VHSs? Those are fun.
He-Man, yeah, He-Man was never my thing. I was more of a G.I. Joe Ninja Turtle kid.
Yeah. Speaking of which, I think Snake Eyes got #1 in the box office, which was fine. I don't know why they need to do that.
I'm trying to remember what kind of a kid I was. I'm drawing a blank. So.
Jim and the Holograms.
God, no.
Well, but yeah, I saw Master of the Universe. It was, like I said, the whole show was Tila's just rage, and I'm just like I wish someone could have told her like, get over yourself, all right? You know, just don't use your rage to to mask all that stuff. It was just very. It was just someone who's so mature. They acted like a 12-year-old girl. You know?
Yeah, basically, angry woman throws a fit, shaves her head, looks like a guy. Gets
No, it was just that same haircut most ladies are doing nowadays. You know, I see, I call it the Rhea Ripley look, just trying to be badass, but is like at the end poser, that sort of thing. But yeah, that's what it feels like. That's what it feels like to me.
That's what it is.
It's just, I don't want to. All right, get into the game.
You know,
See, now
even
here's-
if
Go ahead.
even if Tila was like, even if it was a bait and switch or whatever, if it was basically the Tila show, if she was actually characterized better, I think people would be a bit more forgiving of it. Yes, to be but hurt that He-Man was sidelines, but at least he would have got a great Tila.
I mean, you basically, the funny thing about like
Mm.
tough women who don't need no man is that they write him like the stereotypical jock asshole guy that even guys don't like seeing on TV. Selfish, self-absorbed, and just angry, bitter. I mean, you name it. I mean,
They write them
it
as
wasn't
the male
fun- it
high
wasn't
school
interesting to
villain.
watch.
Yeah, and meanwhile, I'm playing as Ubosa, who is just oozes confidence. In fact, in this
Yeah.
and in the Breath of the Wild, like she doesn't care about all the other stuff. She's like, yeah, I'll beat the crap out of you, but I don't need to lord over you, that sort of thing.
I met
Yeah.
her voice actress at London Comic Con.
Nice.
Okay, let me just move you here, and let me go to Impa, who's always been great, even when she's an old lady and everything. But yeah, go ahead.
What Warriors games have you played?
I played this and Hyrule, the definitive edition, and I got I got the Wii U version and the Switch version, which has everything.
The Switch version is honestly the greatest. I think it's one of the few games with DLC that actually is worth.
Man, I just am like, I still can't complete that game. It's just like too much stuff.
Oh, I'm working on it. But the Warriors games I played is Hyrule Warriors, Hyrule Warriors 3DS, Hyrule Warriors Definitive Edition, Fire Emblem Warriors. I only played bits of this one you're playing, and even though it's not technically a Warriors, it's still by the same people, Persona 5 and Strikers.
Yes. Which I am. I haven't played any of these stuff. The only thing Warriors played I ever got into, was Samurai Warriors. So. Tornado and Slice. But yeah.
So Duke, when are we gonna play some online wrestling games or watch pro wrestling?
I'll try to do it next month, actually. In fact, because I'm planning to go to New York to see a huge wrestling show, so probably sometime before that. We can't really stream that because I don't want to get like, I don't want any of these wrestling companies to just beat the crap out of me in real life. But yeah, we'll try to do some streaming there because.
Well, you got the copy of the classic WCW versus NWO Revenge on the.
I think there is,
arcade,
if I can
right?
find, find it. There's like supposedly like mods for like the backlash version and such. The supposed one that was going to come out. Like talk about the Invasion storyline, all that stuff, but they just canceled it because it was coming out in 2001 and 2002. And Nintendo's like, look, we're not gonna put all this money into a pretty much, the Nintendo 64 is done. It's time to move on to the purple lunchbox. So
I thought the company that made WCW and W Revenge, I think that was AKI Corporation.
yeah,
by
AKI by
THQ.
THQ.
They switched from WCW games to WWF games.
Yeah, they did. That was just
Oh, that was
that,
pretty
and now I think some of the people are working on a new AEW game, and I have not. I saw pics of it, but until I see the actual game thing, that's me. I'm like, until I see the game, which is supposedly actually sit and play in our hand, I'm not going to be like, I'm not going to really be
Did
sold
you-
on it, because that's
So I was. Oh, go ahead.
yeah, that's what it is. Until I play the demo at least, and actually am wowed by it, I'm not gonna go and be like, oh man, this is great. I'm like, I've been burned too many times. You know?
So your fellow wrestling fan, Razor Fist. He was playing a total mod conversion of the old WCW games, where it actually goes back to like WWF WrestleMania from the 80s.
Oh yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Okay.
There's that type of you see like, oh my gosh, all these mods. If I can find it, I think we can definitely play it. We should definitely play it because man, as much as the graphics are jank and they're like, ooh, they don't look good. I mean, those graphics are terrible. I mean, we can all admit to that. But man, the gameplay is so much fun. The gameplay is so much fun to really sit back and play. And you're like, you just sit back and you wonder, you're like, man, why can't they have more games be like this? Actually, simple to play, difficult to master. Stuff like, heck, this game, it has that type of quality. Move out the way, move. And then, there you go. By the way, there's
I think of the
if you hear any lightning, it's because it's actually lightning around here. It's a thunderstorm in here. So, hopefully our power doesn't go out, so that would suck.
So there was a lost AKI game. A lost Aki Wrestling Corporation game.
Yeah. I mean, that's what it was. A Backlash 2000, and it was Backlash for the N64. And that was, and since then, people, they're like, oh, it's never, I don't think it's going to ever be released because, there's no real reason to do it now. I mean, I think people would buy it, but, they're already locked in the 2K series. Boom. So yes, there. Oh, let me just freeze. Oh, and of course you
What do you
missed.
usually play? Besides Sims.
what?
I said, what do you usually play besides Sims?
Good question.
City Skylines.
No, I can't
Haven't
remember. What was the
played- haven't-
last thing I played besides The Sims?
This type of games?
Yeah, but I haven't played this type of game for a few weeks. I think the last game I played that wasn't The Sims was like that Mario Bowser's Fury or something. Fury, sorry.
Bowser's furry.
Oh my god. He's wearing
Bowser.
cat ears, he's in a cat costume, he's a furry. Bowser's a furry.
But I think
He's a
honestly,
cat
Bowser
furry.
always was a furry. I mean, or what is it?
Yeah.
He's an animal, so that by default, the animal is a furry. So.
Yeah, but he was also a kind of reptile, so he tended to be a scaly, but
Oh, that's the
with
word.
the whole with the cat ears thing, he's a furry. He's a fucking furry.
And Mario, Mario's been a furry since Super Mario 3, actually.
The one where he could turn into the Tanuki.
Yes, and somehow fly,
Yeah.
which just doesn't make sense. Even when I was a kid, I was like, wait, Tanukis
He
don't
whips
fly.
the tail like a helicopter.
It's Japan. You don't question it. You just nod your head and say, "Yep."
I mean, have you seen various other folklores, like in England?
Hmm.
I mean,
And
tiny little creatures that fly around.
boom.
And people say the bumblebee can't fly.
Uh,
And yet, look at it.
Come on, let me see. Is it over? Yes! Got it.
So,
I guess. Open the door. Open. Ah, that's nice. Mighty thistles. Don't know what those things are, but hopefully they're good. Alright, and...
oh,
Okay,
who
here we go.
fucking knows some things.
Okay, and... Go to Impa, change the character. Let's go.
Ah, Bosa, how to make a muscular character actually look feminine.
The
And
Gerudos
then,
always had that. You know, you look at the...
yeah.
I think all the way they were always... even in the N64 days, they will always have that type of look to them. You know, they're always muscular. They always were like... You know, they were always, just... They had to be tough because it was in the desert. And deserts, they're not really... Well, deserts are not known for holding all soft people, You're just like... They're like, yeah, you gotta be like... Super tough. Part of me wishes there was a game based on the 7 years Link was asleep during the whole time of,
Maybe in 100 years.
It'd be nice. Yeah, but I was been a nice game about that. In fact, funny thing is, some people are saying that if they're saying I saw something on Twitter. I know Twitter, but yeah, they're saying if there was one game that needed to have the Final Fantasy VII remaster, they said Skyward Sword. I'm like, no, it doesn't. And then there was a one retweet saying, oh, it has to be Ocarina of Time, and I'm like, yes. And you know what? That would have been actually really cool if they did that. Ocarina of Time. Something like that. The first game part is, Link, doing all this stuff. And then in the 7 years is just, Link just, like, oh gosh, Ganon took over. That sort of thing. Seeing how the world just fell apart. I think that would be a good enough thing to sell the game on. Yes.
I wish they'd add what's it called? They'd port Twilight Princess and Wind Waker to the Switch so I can actually sell my Wii U. Like, those are the last two games, and then I can get rid of my Wii U.
No, I'm not getting my Wii U because that's the only thing I can play my HD stuff. That's definitely not going to be on the Switch. So, yeah, I'm never selling my Wii U. I mean, especially since you heard about everyone is, buying the using the Wii U to like get, Samus's like last couple games on the GBA and everything. They can actually play those games. I'm like, nah, I'm sitting there. I don't know about y'all, but I'm playing all those games. I'm gonna keep my Wii U just for that. In fact, I was thinking about doing like, after I finish, some stuff, the streaming and everything else, do an entire Metroid, just a celebration of Metroid because it's Metroid 5 coming out, Metroid Dread, so I'm going to probably play some Metroid games over, in August or whatever.
Ooh. Even Metroid Other M?
I don't have that, actually.
Well, you're going to have to get it. I think I have a Samus figure. One moment.
I have actually. Oh, wait a minute. I think I do have Other M. Or at least the I'm just if I can just gosh, oh my guts. Okay. I have if I look up and I can find it. I think I can. The other M like pictures and everything. When you pre-order it, you're like, oh, you get these free pictures and everything else. I'm like, oh yeah, I have that. It was actually pretty interesting, the art and everything. And that and Call of Duty. And not just the Call of Duty, but also the Last Story and Xenoblade Chronicles art book. Because I pre-ordered them remember the pre-orders at GameStop and everything. We're actually doing that stuff in GameStop.
No, I never pre-ordered
No.
anything when I was young.
I actually
I
did.
only pre-ordered something I was definitely gonna get regardless.
And I think we're good. There we are. Yay, and a Mogan. Oh, yes, Moblin Guts. Now that's.
Lovely.
Yay, slash, slash, slash.
I love the way Abosa just flies across the battlefield.
Alright.
It kind of reminds me of us playing as Olivia from on Fire Emblem Warriors.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, that was another game I played a little while ago because why the hell not Fire Emblem Three Houses?
I mean, there's nothing else to do over your side of the pond. Since I think, are y'all still in knockdown or?
No.
Nope, it's finally lifted. And we can go into shops without masks now until soon.
Yeah.
Well, it looks like everyone might be going back to lockdown. Might be, could be, who knows. I just hope it ever, because it's only gonna probably in the Midwest, because they ain't doing nothing back there. They keep messing around or whatever. But over in where my bro's at, New York, everything's looked like real cool. In fact, where I'm at, everything is doing just fine. In fact, I saw a lot of people walking without they should the mask, but I see some stores opening again with the Starbucks. Got a nice thing. They're letting people back in. In fact, they're letting people just chill without mask on there too. So it's a very positive environment. So
apparently, Duke. Oh, I was gonna say, Duke, you and I could probably play wrestling games, retro wrestling games together, if we get this program called Parsec.
Another thing. Sure. Let's try it. I'm down for anything. I'm just like, I just want to play those games again, because man, because honestly, I miss playing those type of games, because they're actually so much fun, such simple and fun to play, and I miss games like that. In fact, the only thing I play games that are close to that are like Smash Brothers. And just simple to play and get into and difficult to master, those type of games. And I just miss modern games doing that instead of getting like, okay, you need to have like 500, you have to know every single super move or whatever. I'm like, no, man, just let me just sit back and play a bit. Ooh, Mighty Carp, that's nice. All right, now go. All right. Oh, let me just see if just looking up on stuff here. Go ahead.
I like what they're doing with Smash, where they're adding like a game character as a Mii fighter or a Mii costume, and then they're adding a piece of music from their thing. So you got like Shantae, you got the burning thing. It's just like, oh, that's like the next best thing besides them being actually fucking added.
Oh yeah, and I'm just
a lot of indie games, which is nice.
I mean, I think Toby Fox still is like wild out when they had like Sans or whatever and Undertale. I bet he still can't believe that game is one of the biggest things out there he've ever made and everything. He's like, holy crap. He's like, I think he actually played Smash with the dude who ran it and everything. He's probably living his best life right now. So, in fact, the funny thing is, Undertale only got like $50,000 on this Kickstarter. It wasn't this huge big game actually. It just became that via word of mouth. It's just, weird. But, you know, I'm happy for him. And 12, 12, 12, 12.
Now the biggest question is who will be the last Smash Brothers fighter. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I hope it's Yandere Chat. No, I'm kidding. I hope Lara Croft.
You know what? I think it's gonna be someone from. Let's see. Who would think people would like? Some are saying they're still saying Sora from Kingdom Hearts.
Oh god, I don't want Kingdom Hearts. I don't want Sora from Kingdom Hearts because I fucking hate the Sora for Smash crowd, and I'm honestly like, I think I've pissed off some of them, a few of them.
I honestly don't care for any of the Smash people crowd. You know, all that stuff and drama and that type of market and everything else. The entire adult fan base, mostly, I just stay away from the Smash stuff. And the people who are angry, like, oh, this, I'm like, no, they deserve. I'm like, yeah, shut up. I hope they pick the absolute worst stuff for y'all, because y'all don't deserve anything. Because they just make everything.
I got.
Y'all can go to hell. Go ahead.
Pretty much. I'm just tired of, especially everyone's like they wanted Dante, so I'm like, oh, you know, hey, they got the Fire Emblem. They're like, no, that's the wrong person. You should get it. I'm like, well, I think that this could be really cool for Fire Emblem fans, since Fire Emblem is like one of the hottest things and everything right now. Because
I've wanted them to add Celica from Fire Emblem Echoes because, I mean, why the hell not? But I got the two big ones I've always wanted, and my two top picks are in Smash anyway. So I'm just like,
Mario and Luigi.
No, Bayonetta and Joker. I mean, come on, Bayonetta would be fucking obvious.
Yeah. I'm still, you know, I'm actually just happy just for the regular characters on Smash, because, holy crap. I mean, just looking at numbers, man. Just for the regular Smash stuff alone, you know, that would be just a complete fighting game. You know? That would be a complete fighting game. And okay.
I just still can't believe that Steve from Minecraft's in it.
And he's not a bad player.
No, a good kind of, I can't believe. Not just like, what were they thinking kind of, I can't believe. Like, I honestly just don't really give a shit who's in there. Like, more characters are always good.
And there
Unless
it goes.
it's Waluigi.
Wah! That's what's gonna happen. Waluigi for Smash.
Waluigi. Because he doesn't deserve to be in it. Unless he is like the unless he like serves as a whole side series rep, in which case, yeah, he deserves to be in it.
Well, I think people are still waiting for Tails from Sonic, but I'm like, no. But then that would be a great troll thing for people saying, like, hey, you thought it's going to be Sora, and then it comes out as Tails. Oh, that would just be hilarious.
I think if they have to have Kingdom Hearts character, it would have
Mickey Mouse.
No. It would have to either be Riku or Roxas. Or Aqua. Or Kairi. Or Lee. Or Terra. Or Ventus. Or Naminé. Or Shion. Literally anyone other than Sora.
Hashtag anyone but Sora.
Yes.
Oh boy.
I am the anyone but Sora for Smash.
Well, you know, I think they're already good. So all people are saying, it would say Crash Bandicoot, but probably right now, since Activision and everything else going, what's going down there, they're like, no thank you.
If Spyro makes it in though, I will vomit a lung out of protest.
Come on. Right, come on, give me this. Take down. Whew.
No,
Those
another
things.
Bayonetta representative. We need Jeanne.
Oh, Loki.
Nah, kids suck.
He took care of himself.
Yeah, true. No, wait, Luca. He's just useless.
No. Oh, crap. Yeah, some health, please. Some health, please.
Oh, I forgot Rodon's a assist trophy. Actually, no, I think we need another villain. But who?
Let's see. Dracula?
Nah, he's already in there, kind of, as a boss. Maybe a
See.
Mega Man villain? No, that wouldn't work.
Oh.
Maybe not.
How about Proto Man? Do, 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 do,
Maybe.
do. I'm just like, if they are gonna bring Sora there, I just want Kingdom Hearts to actually be a part of the game. Kingdom Hearts for Switch, you know, it's about time.
There is Kingdom Hearts for Switch. It's called Melody. It's called that shitty rhythm game. Well, not shitty, but not shitty as in poor quality, just shitty as in like a
Yes,
rhythm
level
game.
up. I needed
Oh well.
that.
Like I like rhythm games. It's fine. It's just Kyrie's kind of
Oh,
been
boy.
shafted by the whole series, and it's just like really a rhythm game. That's all she gets.
Well,
I mean, yeah, she got a fairly
oh,
decent amount from the DLC.
but it's Kyrie. Kyrie. Who cares about
Yeah.
Kyrie? Most people, but no
Exactly.
one. But I
I don't
think
even play,
Kyrie's
I don't even play the
fine.
game that much. I still say
I
Would
think
would it be inaccurate to say that Kyrie's basically a MacGuffin?
yes, she is. And it's a shame
Yeah.
because, you know, she gets better. But it's like, come
she
on.
turned me into a newt. Like
She gets better in the same way an amputation gets better.
And there it is. Move.
I mean, the skin just like heals over it, and you just have a fleshy nub. Kyrie's a fleshy nub.
Oh, well, it's... well, that's how the writing, you know, that's what terrible writing is, you know. It just, honestly, that's Kingdom Hearts in a nutshell. It's pretty much,
Yeah,
you
well,
know,
I mean,
terrible writing
I'm-
and wasting characters.
I mean, they managed to handle like their other characters quite well, like Nominee, Aqua, and she. You know, and like the worst Aqua had was a bit of slight iffy characterization in her debut game, but then she kind of just like recovered from it. It's just the only issue is Kyrie.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I mean, Nominee and Shion are quite tragic characters, and they're remembered fondly. Same with actually most Kingdom Hearts characters are kind of a tragic fate before them.
Yeah. And meanwhile, you know, the reason why one of those tragic thing is because the games take too long to make. You know, they just said they just sit there and just wait until like, you know, the reason why people actually talked about it again because the collections and everything. That was before they just start separating games and everything else. Be like, oh well, you know, you want to finish out Kingdom Hearts 2 story? Sorry, you're gonna have to get a GameCube, not a game, you know, GBA. I'm like, what?
I mean, I already had one to begin with, and that was okay.
And boom.
Although, I'm mainly just speaking from my perspective. I had most of the systems. The stuff was actually no. There was only one time I had to buy something, and that was a PSP. But to be fair, there was a few things on there I didn't mind getting anyway.
Yeah. I have a PS none up here. The only things I have is Nintendo consoles. And my sister gave me her DS, and it's good. You know, it's just like I haven't really got any handheld consoles since, quite honestly, days of the GameCube. No, the days of the Game Boy. Oh boy, coming on.
I mean, you're in a Switch, right?
Oh, screw it. Y'all take care of this.
I mean, you do own a Switch, don't you, Duke?
Yes, I'm playing on it now.
Yeah, it's technically a handheld console.
I barely use the handheld. Only time I use it is like when I go to conventions. In fact, when I recently went to New York, I had that, but I didn't play any games on there. I was usually went on the PS4 and played games there, and that was it.
Oh no, I know that people may not use it as a handheld thing, but it does have the handheld option, therefore technically making it a handheld console.
And people are like mad at Nintendo not doing like, oh, you should be doing should have the next console should be XD or should be like an 8K console. I'm like, no, it's okay. It doesn't need to have that. It doesn't need to have an HD console.
See, I kept early on. I kept saying like that. One of Nintendo's greatest strengths back in the day was it had all of the IPs. I mean, it had like Mega Man's, Castlevania's, everything. Also the first party stuff. But not only that though, but in the early stages, the Nintendo consoles were usually the most advanced. Obviously, step up from Atari was the NES, and then Sega came along and one up that. But then Nintendo came along and one up Sega, bringing in the Super Nintendo, which was vastly superior. So Nintendo's always kind of been on the cutting edge of graphics, including the GameCube. The one time it kind of fudged up, obviously, was the Nintendo 64 when everything was going CD based. But yeah, the GameCube had extremely good graphics, especially if you compare like Resi 4 with the PlayStation 2 version.
Oh, definitely.
But after that, everything just went straight for the PlayStation 2 for quite a well. Library and PlayStation 2 was significantly better, but it was also.
I mean, can you blame it? It is the PlayStation 2.
Mm-hmm. Well, after that, Nintendo just kind of like, yeah, we can't really compete with like PlayStation 3 and the rest of those. We'll just do lower tech consoles, and even then, they really didn't have the IPs.
Now that I think they just settle and they chilled at this point. They realize they don't need to have
Switch was brilliant. The Switch was brilliant, I think. I mean, compared to the Wii U and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The Wii U is an absolute dumpster fire. But no,
it's fine for what it is. It's just a bit of a fucking mess. Like when people say, "Oh, the Wii U is the new Virtual Boy," no, people actually owned a Wii U.
Yeah, and you can actually play some good games on there, and such. What can you do with the Virtual Boy?
You can have it weigh down papers. You can throw it at someone. You can permaglue it to someone's face, eventually, hopefully breaking their neck over time, and that's it.
Oh come on, the Virtual Boy is my jam. I mean, I spent so many years in traction after using those things.
You spent literally seconds each day playing it.
Yeah, the Virtual Boy. I understand what they're trying to do when it be like the forefront of virtual reality, but
they kind of failed at it. I mean, it wasn't even virtual reality. It was 3D. That's all it was. Blood red 3D.
I mean, I don't know how the heck people actually got footage of it, because it just looked terrible.
Yeah.
I remember playing. I was like seeing the footage of people actually play it. It's like it's so terrible. I had to use the camera to do it. And then they found out you can actually like one of those things to you know what I'm talking about, those blue things you can attach to it. Like, oh, we can finally have good footage, and the stuff was like, nope, the game still looked terrible. They're just like, it's just there's nothing really good about this. There's nothing good about the virtual. Only thing that was good was probably is once again the best stuff was Wario. You know, that was it.
It's only slightly better than a Game and Watch.
Speaking of which, the Legend of Zelda Game & Watch is like, I think it's already sold out. Alright. Because it's like like it has all the Legend of Zelda stuff. Like I think some good classic games like the Legend of Zelda 1, 2, I think 3. And no, is it the new I think they have that in one of those games that Link could just smash and stuff. So I'm like, well, so people must like that. Now we gotta
Holy shit, it's Rosie O'Donnell.
No. Rosie's not all. It's not red all the time.
I was honestly hoping you would say, how dare you compare such a graceful, majestic creature to like that disgusting duck. Oh god, but
Oh, don't you just love them? The Hinoxes.
filthy creature.
Some say filthy, and some say it's a lovable thing. I mean, heck, there's still a lot of Rule 34 art of it, so.
I mean, if you've seen the Rule 34 shit I've seen, the weirdest one I've seen so far is Maleficent in her dragon form and Willy the Giant from Mickey and the Beanstalk.
There we
I've got a
go.
picture if you want to see it. Matt, do you want to see it?
Oh, sure. I'm a masochist.
And
Really? God damn it. Hang on, I have to fucking look for it.
What, you really want to see it? Damn it.
there's Ubas. And oh, slash of the eyes.
Wait, what the hell? Maleficent 1999. Oh, that's fabulous. Sorry. Different thing.
Let's go. Ooh, miss. Oh.
Alright,
All right. Come on.
remind me to get some of that unsea juice after this.
Slicey. Yep. Ooh. And slicey the belly. Boom. There you go.
Hey,
Oh,
slicey,
God.
slicey, the belly and the boom.
Oh, thank goodness I came back. You know, I actually, I'm hearing the rain right now. It's coming down. So I'm like, man, thank goodness I stopped my workout just in the nick of time. Because I probably would have canceled the stream if I would just came in just soaked. I'm like, nope, we're not streaming. I would have probably just pushed it off because, you know, I'm not doing a stream while I'm like soaked in like, you know, water and everything. So, because
That
man,
is a lot.
Man up, fool.
and then worse, I'll probably be as big and sweaty and stinky as the Synox right there. So, no one wants to hear that. And oh, right there in the eye.
That is so much. There's a surprising amount of
No!
Maleficent and Riku.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's unexpected. Maleficent and Elsa.
Of course. There's always going to be at least one, minimum one of those type of Disney, you know, there's always going to be one. Always going to be at least a minimum of one of those crossovers or anything else. That's what's gonna happen. So you always have at least a minimum of these crazy type crossovers. So just be wary of that.
No, it's just Rule 32, isn't it? I mean, if it exists, there's porn of it.
Rule 33.
34.
Exactly.
No,
This
34.
oh yeah, 34. So there's probably porn of someone's wallet in a wristwatch somewhere. So that's comforting.
Oh, magic, that's cursed.
Yeah, told you. I told you it was
I didn't
there.
think Maleficent would be the dragon. I thought it'd just
I
be...
told you it was the dragon form.
I didn't think it'd be the fucking... Oh, the giant. Ugh.
I said it was the giant.
Of course, it's gonna be the giant dragon form, man. That's the one thing Maleficent's known for. Either that or being,
If there's anything else beyond what you're saying, I don't even want to know.
it was either that or, her form as Angelina Jolie, which, gosh, when that was cast, there were gonna be, there would be more Rule 34 and everything else.
Boys,
So.
commence spitting now.
I mean, this one's kind. I'll delete this. I kind of like this one.
1, 2.
Then again, tasteful side boob and a little bit of dick showing.
Tasteful side boob, a little bit of dick. It's all good.
Yeah,
This is
tasteful
always
side
there.
boob.
Not with this. I mean, there's nothing, not just side boob, but there's all boob here. Nothing but boob. And gut. And one-eyed, terrible.
Oh,
Don't finish that sentence.
Nope, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna say it because if I did, I'll probably be kicked out of Twitch.
oh my god.
Use your imagination, boys and girls. Anyway, speaking of imagination.
Don't use magic. Hello, Ring. Hello, Lemur. How's it going? Magic is sending us DMs of some cursed Rule 34 Disney stuff.
It's mainly Maleficent porn.
Okay, that last one actually I've seen worse. That's not too bad.
I don't like that the substance coming out of him is black.
Well, it is the devil from Fantasia. I like the fact that Maleficent has Jasmine's nose.
Yeah, I was gonna say she looked a little Middle Eastern.
Are they doing a sequel, by the way?
Lemur says nothing new for Magic.
Hehe.
Pretty much.
I'm gonna see if there's any more tasteful side boob ones.
And there we go. Let's see if I can just survive.
Jesus, so I'm looking at the top Twitch streamers, and it's ear licking. Come say
Ew.
hi. Ear licking. And Apex Legends.
They're doing anything they can to keep themselves relevant.
Well, the thing
And
was, like, a lot of these chicks are kicked off of Twitch, and don't get me wrong, Twitch is, everyone says this, Twitch is a gaming streaming thing, and meanwhile, these chicks are just sitting in, like, wading pools, like little children's wading pools and hot tubs and shit, and they're sitting there in a bikini, and it's like, yeah, well, they're still making more money than us, so.
Yeah, when they do it, it's fine, but when I do it, it's...
yes!
Yeah,
And I gotta level up.
There's actually a story of a guy. They're like, oh, men have it so much easier on Twitch than women. So this guy, what he did was he actually like dressed in like really, really tiny shorts and like a cut off tank top, and he basically did what all the girls do. He's like, oops, I dropped something. He'd been over in front of the camera. He was banned within a day.
Yeah.
And meanwhile, these Twitch thoughts have these like armies of SIMPs. Can't say that on Twitch now, otherwise I'll get kicked off.
You mean stimps?
Yes, Simpsons.
Yeah, fans of The Simpsons.
Yes, they have all these followers who, the minute they get kicked off of Twitch, they all and then then it's like, oh well, the ban was temporary. They're gonna be back tomorrow. It's like, yeah, ladies certainly have it a lot harder than guys.
You know when it's bad. You know when the discipline things are bad. When even one of the top female streamers has to ban herself for breaking the rules.
Yep.
I'm trying to find the really unflattering one of Maleficent.
I forgot to get the sword. But you know, I will survive. Hopefully. Come on.
Get your sword.
Alright.
He will survive.
And come on. Don't worry, I got it. And now. Oh, smashy, smashy, smash, smash, smash. And there we go.
Remind me after this to send everything I've sent to you guys to Lima.
Oh. Oh dear.
No, I won't.
Poor lemur.
Oh, I forgot. I'm just posted
Okay.
here. Why the hell?
We're good. We're good. Just take this stuff out.
I like how anything I'm involved in just devolves into just sending weird shit.
Oh,
Like this thing.
It evolves into porn.
Or whatever this is.
There we go.
It's a gift, so you might have to click on it.
Alright. Oh no. No, 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 I don't want it to go. Screw it. Right there. Okay.
Yes, lemur. If you want to become a Twitch, a Twitcher,
The Twitch chosen people, the chosen ones.
then
The
by all
chosen.
means, try it. But
Unless you're going to really hate, you're gonna hate yourself. You're gonna hate
like I say,
yourself.
unless you have some type of like dignity, then don't do it.
Yeah. Come on, let's see.
I don't have dignity, but I like to cause a misery to others.
Well, I would, but you know, I don't think I have the body to do half that stuff. So, you know, I just sit back and chill. You know, I just do what Twitch usually is, like, you know, play video games. You know, which, you know, what Twitch was built off of. You know, that sort of thing.
Maleficent one.
Okay, look out. Look out. Look, let's see. Come on. Oh, no, no, no. Oh, dang it. Alright. Freeze. Well, screw it. To see just how far I can go.
Oh, Matt, have you seen the GIF?
Okay, come on.
Not yet. Do I want to?
It's one of those GIFs that just escalates and it just keeps just like.
Oh no.
It always gets worse before it gets better.
Do I have to?
Just do it.
Yes! Got it. Good job. Oh,
I've seen
hammer.
this one before.
Yeah, it's fun.
There we are.
I mean, props to the guy who just like jumps in. And oh,
Oh,
hang on, my screen's gone black.
Well, you know, working at the car wash.
1, 2, 3. There we go.
Oh, The Sims 4 launched.
Oh gosh, I thought The Sims was cancelled.
No.
Oh, speaking of canceled, Arthur's canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we mentioned that earlier. Not on this
Yeah.
stream, but just earlier.
I'm like, you know, I'm like surprised it didn't go away like a couple years ago, actually. But it has its fan base. I know my brother loved watching that show. Younger brother, me. Oh, you got up early to see it on PBS and everything. It was good times.
Oh, Arthur.
Yeah.
Lemur wants to know if
Wow.
anybody wants coffee. She's making some.
Nope, I hate coffee. I just
Nice,
say.
have good stuff then.
It's
Just-
ending? God, that's disappointing.
Well, I mean, it's.
Oh, wait. I don't care.
It's like that
let's-
one meme of fucking Top Gear.
Oh
That's
no.
awful. Anyway,
Oh, no. Anyway. Oh, my favourite. Oh, dear. It's getting cancelled. Oh, look, wine.
Ah, yes. Let's see if I can do it. Okay, wait for it. Wait for it. Come on.
Like we were talking with iBob when iBob mentioned that the current cast of Doctor Who is getting fired or let go or whatever,
I
moving
thought
on. I
that
don't know.
I'm
But
like, I'm surprised there hasn't been an American version of that show already.
it's too British. I mean, everything about it.
I mean,
But
heck, Red
especially
Dwarf. There's
the
an
phone
American
booths.
version of Red Dwarf out there,
Ew.
and
Anyways,
it
so we're
is
talking.
shit, by the way. But my point stands. I mean, why the hell did why didn't no one actually try to do that? Is it do you think it was too British or whatever? I don't know. Just like, why?
But no, like so the new Doctor Who cast is going away, and we're making jokes like, "Oh no, what are we gonna do? We'll have to watch the show."
I mean, they got that possible gay guy to be
Okay.
the Doctor, Ollie
It's
Alexander,
hammer
or whatever it
time!
is. And
Yes.
he's not a bad actor, so at least there's someone who isn't apparently a bad actor. Because I'm not gonna lie, Jodie Whittaker isn't that good of an actress.
Did you know? Yeah, hey, I did it with the hammer, so that's awesome.
Oh yeah.
I just heard that the I haven't watched Doctor Who since ever, but I heard that the latest seasons were just kind of cringy.
I mean, it's always been. Honestly, Doctor Who has always been cringe.
Yeah, but not political, preachy cringe. To that
Womp
extent.
womp.
Pause to that extent.
I mean, sometimes I just can't remember. I mean, yeah, fuck it. Who cares? Doctor Who's dead. The Doctor
shame.
died.
It's a shame because I want to at least have someone like Idris Alba be the Doctor or something. But then
think
his
he,
coolness would be too much.
Someone like him though, but I don't think Idris Alba would ever be the Doctor. I think
Yeah, he's too big.
career.
He's too
He has a
big.
career.
Yes, and honestly, would be like, he would overshadow everybody, and that would be the problem.
Maybe Tom Hiddleston, since his career is dying, since he's doing a Disney Plus show.
Oh, hey, laugh.
Anyone else sick of Marvel?
Everyone else sick of Marvel? Good God, yes.
Oh yes.
Anyone
Oh
else?
look at the little robot. That little robot's sick at Marvel. All these sick at Link.
Gotta say though, Zelda looks pretty hot.
It's just actually the canon that this is the first. Like this, is like finally they're actually you can ship them now, which is like finally we can yes we can ship.
You mean we needed permission beforehand?
Pretty much.
Oh, who am I kidding? I always ship Link and Ganondorf. I like to think of their bitter exes being thrusted through space and time.
Being thrusted together in a...
Yes.
I don't know why.
Bitter
Ganon is the
exes.
last male. He has like the last male Gerudo and everything. He's like, and he got like these tribe of hot warrior women. He should be like.
And all he wants is that little twink.
Yeah, I was gonna say. All he wants is Twink.
Yeah, I was about to say, but if it's like Link is like, most people would be happy, be like, oh, all right.
No, he wants that Twink Link.
I don't actually want them to fucking make Ganondorf and Link a thing because it's fun only until it's just a fun little fairy thing or just some fun little bullshit I like to do mainly because it pisses off people. Actually, yeah, most of the reasons I ship things, spite.
Hatred.
Pure, unadulterated spite. That's pretty much the entire, most people's main ships or anything. It's just all nothing but spite.
That's all you need, man. That's all you need.
Yay, another combo.
They say all you need is love. Fuck them.
I say a mix of love and spite.
I'm more of a mixture of cigarettes and spite.
Let's see. I can get this thing here. Buy. Satfires! Let me just get all of them.
I like that stupid little cute robot egg thing.
Who doesn't?
Probably Matt.
Yeah, I hate it.
It's
But-
the
Yay.
minions of this. Yeah, it's cute because it only just goes beep, boop, beep.
But you can understand it if you have a
It's the
heart.
R2D2.
Aren't there the isn't bop, bop, beep, boop the pronouns of that one chick who got kicked off of the Mandalorian?
No. I think it's
Gina Carano, I think is his name.
Yeah.
I think
It's
I'm
like-
talking about like I thought you were talking about that ship, that droid in Solo, who's now in
I have a thing, or if anyone asks me mine, I say none. Please do not refer to me. In fact, do not perceive me. For the sake of simplicity, I don't exist. Because if you can look at me and have to ask, you don't deserve me answering.
I prefer to
Bastard.
say my pronouns are dunna and give a fuck.
Mine, I've actually said to someone, look at me and guess. They weren't happy,
let's see.
and I wasn't happy that they fucking asked.
Wait, I think there's something just okay. Oh boy. Some local sports team news.
Sports ball.
The Lakers have
Always
the Los Angeles Lakers. This might be a deal to acquire the Washington Wizards' Russell Westbrook for Kyle Kuzma. So that looks nice for me because I'm going to be going to a Wizards game, and that could be something actually making the Wizards look, actually fun to watch and everything. Because most DC's
speaking of what language is this you are speaking?
Always
actually
root for the
fun
local
sports
team.
things. It's something
Always
fun to
root for the
watch
locals.
instead of
Always
just
root for the local-
it's just enter despair, which is mostly DC. But I mean, heck, they won world championships like a couple years ago. But I want is it wrong to want your local sports teams to do well? You know?
Yeah.
It's
Always
much
root
more
for
fun to
the-
watch them fail.
Always root for the local sports team. Go sports team.
Oh yeah. Other than that, everything is looking to be good.
I mean, I was betting against. I was hoping that England lost just to piss off half the people I work with.
I think it was just
They said,
hilarious.
They said, "Oh, come into work in a football shirt," and I was tempted to come in with a fucking Italian one.
It's going back,
coming
all
with
right.
the
It's
American
coming back, Rome. Part of me wish it was the United States beat them or something. Now that would have been even just hilarious if the United States team won Europe or whatever or something like that. That would have just
Yes,
broke UK.
the United States of America winning the European one.
Yeah, I think it would make everyone happy in Europe.
Here's the thing you gotta realize, Duke, is that even if the United States did win the World Cup, the United States still wouldn't care.
No, I think the Britain will care. Like, how dare you? Because they've been
Yeah,
doing
the
that
rest of the
since.
world would care. The rest of the world would care, and that'd be funny because it pissed the rest of the world off.
Like, you don't even care about soccer. You don't even have a soccer team. You don't care about soccer. You haven't gone to a
Exactly.
soccer riot and such.
The country in the entire world that cares least about sports ball is the one that wins it, and we're just like, eh.
Like, that's nice.
And
Just toss it. Just toss it into the bin right next to the.
Would be even more insufferable in front of the rest of the world.
They'd be like,
It'd be
just
amazing.
toss it in the bin, and they'd be like, how dare you toss it into the bin? It's one of the most important sports trophies ever. And you'd be like, meh,
Technically, the Ashes is over here.
yeah. Because I'm like, I see some of these soccer riots. I'm like, yo, y'all need to chill. I'm like, what's going on? Why do people in UK and everyone else act like the world's going to end if you don't win this little soccer match? And
Because
everything.
legally we can't show emotion except for sports.
No wonder you're all so pissed off all the time. Yeah, by the way, I'm fighting in a mech. By the way,
Yeah,
And also, I'm just
Divine
gonna
Beast.
say this, that if there's no Power Ranger game based on this, stuff like this is a waste. I mean, come on. I mean, this should be. You telling me you can't make a Power Rangers game and them just doing this for for 2 minutes or whatever, taking on
Why would anyone?
you know this is
Why
like,
would any?
well, why won't they do it? It's money on the table.
No, I was saying, why would anyone want a Power Ranger game?
Well, that Power Ranger Fight for the Grid, that sold a lot of that sold a lot of copies.
Holy shit!
Hi, the Chris Phoenix. They're lurking.
Hey,
No, wait, I
welcome.
keep forgetting that America gives a shit about Power Rangers.
Have you guys ever watched like the show that Power Rangers is actually based off of?
I
if you
watched
get
a
a
little
chance-
bit. I watched
If you
some
ever
of
get a
it.
chance, watch a compilation of the original show and then an episode that was made into a Power Rangers episode. Like they do like a compare and contrast on YouTube. Watch it and shudder in horror at how completely fucking different they are. It's absolutely mental.
I can gather it's like when I imagine it has a similar energy to when 4Kids dub something.
I just wonder what would happen if
probably.
4Kids was still a thing and they had to dub, like, for example, Dr. Stone or something like My Hero Academia or something like that, which would just be amazing. Just imagine
No.
how many just pissed off anime fanboys would there be if you had an anime dub of, like, an anime dub pretty much of, what they did to what 4Kids did to One Piece. That would just be amazing.
Yeah, but what they did to One Piece probably was that one of the nails in the coffin for them. Oh, and
Retail-
fucking was it
Lemur says
Toei?
that 4Kids being a thing is still being a thing would be wonderfully horrible.
I mean, but then again, they're probably one of the They're probably one of the main contributors to how anime even at least gets some popularity. So as much as we hate them, we kind of have to thank them in some way. Okay, thank you for existing. Now kindly go back to the pages of history and rot where you belong.
Go die.
Oh gosh, yes, Lemur. 4Kids still being a thing would be wonderfully horrible, hilariously awful. Yes, yes, it would be. And the salt. Oh gosh, the salt would be amazing as well. What's
salt
up, Chris?
would flow like
Phoenix, how
wine.
you doing? All right.
God, imagine if they just went back and redubbed Yu-Gi-Oh!
By the way, a lot of people are tweeting about the DA's cut for Suicide Squad, which I think that might be a thing coming soon. Who knows?
How bad is the Suicide Squad?
Well, I saw the first one, and that got over $75 million, an Oscar an Oscar. How
How'd it
the
get an Oscar?
I mean, so did Avatar. So did Avatar. And what's your point?
it got an Oscar, man? Why? For best costume and best or that stuff like that, which I think it really did deserve. I mean, Killer Croc alone was pretty fun, but I'm just like, oh, come on now.
Isn't that more makeup than costume? Actually, I guess makeup falls under costume. Talk amongst yourself.
Lemur's asking if we've seen the 4Kids parody. I saw one of Higurashi, and it was kind of spot on. Speaking of Higurashi, probably one of the worst dubs I've ever heard. Dubs I've ever heard. Also, a very, very controversial but probably accurate opinion I overheard from our boy Sargon. The reason why people watch anime with the original audio and subbed instead of dubbed is because that way you don't realize how shit the dialogue is in your own language.
That's pretty much. Gosh, it was. That's not wrong, because, man, some of it's just terrible. Some of it's terrible. Some of it's like, man, that does not work. Even the jokes that didn't land, and when you listen to English, they probably had to do, it's like Samurai Pizza Cats. They pretty much, they just riffed that thing. They just riffed it. They riffed it, and it was a lot better.
Imagine the long monologues, though, that usually accompany Japanese drama, where you have this really, really big, long speech about how honor or truth or friendship or whatever the hell. Listen,
friendship is magic, whatever. I'm like, shut up. Look, let me get back to my smashing.
It's a lot more tolerable if you listen to it in Japanese and read it, because then your brain doesn't like make the connection that, oh wow, this shit.
And you're just like, oh, for the love of God, like, just shut up and let me.
Even Lemur agrees.
He's like, oh, come on, let's just get over with it, you know? Let's see. What else?
All right, Lemur. Between the three of us, Lemur, give us some of those questionnaires that you were giving us earlier. Like, which one of us would be an arsonist? We'll vote. Lemur asks the question, and we have to vote between the three of us who it fits best. We did this in the Discord earlier, and it was actually really fun. Really, a bit personal, though.
Alright. Oh, gosh. I need to watch that Kill la Kill parody. That seems to be fun. Well, let's see. What else is...
Back.
Alright. Two-hand warrior.
I just remembered something about Power Rangers. There was actually only one series that I kind of liked. It was Wild Force.
I can see that. Mine is always going to be in Power Rangers in Space, because the kick-ass theme song. And
question one from. Oh, go ahead. Finish your thought.
And honestly, Lightspeed Rescue is a good second, but yeah. I haven't seen the main ones in a while, like new ones in a while, so who knows.
Alright, Lemur just sent over the questionnaire, the first one. She says, which one of us would survive Enmame's trails? Well, obviously not me, because I don't know what the fuck that is.
Me neither. I would fail.
What is it?
I don't know. Next question. Who would dominate the other two in a battle royale to the death?
Me.
No, I would destroy you all.
What type of battle royale?
Actually, that's a good question. What kind? Oh, who would survive the I have no mouth and I must scream trials? Not me. I'd try to find a way to end my suffering as soon as possible.
Exactly.
I want none of that.
That's just like you're just asking for trouble. That is You will have to be as physically, emotionally, and spiritually have to.
You'd have to undergo 100 years of torture and being killed over and over again, but never die. Yeah, so no.
I mean, that's basically working at McDonald's.
No. That's not that. Working at Burger King mostly. That's pretty much that. That's what that is. Especially working at that hot grill and whatever. That's like some of those. I think they actually walked out. Some of them actually just said, "Screw it, we're just not going to work in that place anymore." They didn't care. So yeah, I think McDonald's. I think people are liking McDonald's because I think they have that BTS meal or whatever. That Korean type of boy bands and everything, which I think people are liking that more. So I still have no idea how that. I don't know what the BTS thing is. But then again,
the scenes.
It's just I'm sitting there. I'm like, okay, it's that. So people seem to care about that. There's always been people. Oh, there's always been boy bands. So
Next question from Lemur is: if three of us are trapped on an island, who's eating who first?
Well, I'm gonna
I
be
mean,
eating. Well, I'm eating all of
okay.
y'all since I'm probably the biggest and biggest there. So no.
Yeah, but if you're the biggest, we wouldn't sustain you. If anything, the biggest would have to go to the two smaller ones so that we stand a better chance of surviving.
I'm not sacrificing y'all. I'm not sacrificing for anyone. It's all about I'll find a way to manage.
I'll find a way to manage to, and I'll just watch the rest of you starve. Because I'm a horrible human being. Joking. No, seriously, the only way to get through it is we have to stick together. We'd have to, like, figure out how to get shelter and all that kind of shit. We'd
Yeah, and
have a better
also
chance of surviving just being together.
yes.
The three of us could probably work through a kind of hunter-gatherer thing. If you two could hunt, I can just stay home and maintain the house. I'll be the wife.
Well, I'm just
It would get really lonely on that island, wouldn't it?
Yes.
very lonely.
Don't worry, I'll let you guys finish only on the back or the feet. Dealer's choice.
Come on, take these guys
Oh,
out. There you go. Let's see. Now I just need to take out. All right, another 100, and we're good. Tell you about these quests is that they all stand. Hey, come on, fight me! Come, I'm right here. Come on, just rush me. Instead, they're just sitting there. They sit there like, oh, we know time's about to run out, so we're not gonna come after you. That's a punk move.
Oh, going back to Power
Eating each other on an
Rangers.
island.
Going back to Power Rangers quickly. The Red Ranger in Wildfalls got jailed for killing his roommate, and all I'm just saying is, looking at him, he's gonna make a lovely prison wife.
Oh man, he ain't gonna be. They're not gonna mess with him. He's gonna be like, hey man, I remember seeing you as a kid. They're gonna like, they're gonna be like, yeah,
Bitch, we're gonna connect and make a Megazord.
No, not that. They're gonna be like, oh man, they respect him and such.
Power Ranger, power activate, drop the soap.
No, they're gonna probably like I said, they're gonna be like, oh man, they're gonna protect him or whatever. And the time
Oh,
limit. Sorry.
Lee was asking questions.
Yeah, we know. She's been asking.
No, a new one, I think.
Oh, okay.
Okay, here's another one. Who among you is most likely to get into a bar fight with a guy half your age? Not me. I know I'm trying to just go out to clubs or whatever. Not club, but go out more. Actually, be a part of the society.
Well, half my age would be a 13-year-old, and 13-year-olds would really be able
Go
to
beating up a 13-year-old.
You can't be like, yeah, that's gonna be a nice little thing. Like, oh, by the way, one of our hey, did you know this person over in UK or whatever beat up a 13-year-old? Like, oh, how about the magic?
And then I'll just say he called my fur coat ugly, so I made him ugly.
Okay, we missed one. Which of us three will sacrifice ourselves to save the other?
I'm not
Not me.
sacrificing myself.
I
I'm PK's
would,
voice
actually.
actor. I can't die. I've got shit to finish.
I'm not that type of person. Oop.
Everyone's on their own, lemur. Dog eat dog.
We either work together or we kill ourselves. We live together or we die together. Next question, please.
Okay. Come on. Take this thing out. Good, that's 80. Up. And there. Oh, you
You
want to
three are
play?
on a road. Okay? Next question. You three are on a road trip. Where are you going? Off a fucking cliff.
I would say we should go up to Arizona. There's some good, interesting, relics are there. Some really cool stuff is there. So I think,
Is Arizona the hot as hell one?
Well, like I said, there's some good stuff there if you really want to look into, like, stuff out the beaten path there.
Hmm.
Yeah, so trust me, there's some good stuff in Arizona. You know, Chaco Canyon's one. I mean, there's like a whole village there that no one they don't really talk about that. It's like one of the oldest villages in the country, but it was built before the founders in America back before like 1401 or whatever, like before America was even thought of. It was that type of stuff. Very
Before
interesting.
America, before America was a glint in the milkman's eye.
Yeah. Uh,
I mean, I'm hoping to. I was hoping to go to like Los Angeles just so I can trigger some people. I would just
uh,
go. I'd go on a tour of America just to trigger some people. Just
I
go
think
let
that's
some offensive things move to the next state. Or another question yet?
We're all trapped in a museum. Things are coming to life. What exhibit are you hiding? What exhibit are you hiding in until morning?
what, a night in a museum? Okay, I'll probably
Yeah,
hide somewhere where there's like that no one
the
really
Hall
cares
of
about.
the Hall of Presidents.
Oh gosh, no. I
There,
know.
yes, because then all you have to do is just stay there until morning, and they're just gonna sit there and try to bang Marilyn Monroe, and that'd be it.
I mean, Kennedy might.
Well, he is half a mind.
Boom, boom.
He was our most open-minded president ever. Well,
Yes,
your most open-minded president.
reluctantly open-minded, but open-minded nonetheless.
Well, he did handle the Cuban Missile Crisis, so
What exhibit would I hide in?
well, we're hiding in a
Probably
place that no one really cares about, and there's the global
British
warming.
history got it.
I'm hiding where no one cares about. Global warming exhibit. So
This one's fun. You three are in Mortal Kombat. What's your fatality?
I rip I just basically rip your entire body out and just have the entire and use your skeleton as dancing. Like I'll be like after that beat you up, rip your body out and pull out your skeleton and go. Spooky, scary skeletons, you go for your spine. That sort of stuff.
No, I got a better one. Cabal. The Cabal's original fatality in Mortal Kombat 3.
Well, he just
Where he
opened his face and everything. I mean, I know you're not that
he
ugly.
is he is scream. No, he opens up his mask and screams, and the person's soul basically gets blown out of their body. Right. Really, Mortal Kombat 3 was a tragic misstep. It was really lame in a lot of ways. But what I'd do is I'd use my terrible cackling laugh, and it had the same effect.
Anything else?
Oh, any other fatalities?
No, is there anything else to that? I need a bit more
I do Johnny
context.
Cage. I do. No, it's just that like your soul would run out and your head would explode.
I've got two ideas for mine. First, have you ever played Fable 3?
Hmm.
You haven't? Well, in that case, I would jump on their neck. I would jump on their neck and just like twist it with my legs.
Which game is
Just
this?
like Mortal
Fable
Kombat.
3.
Fable 3. There's a death scene where the female character jumps on the bandit's shoulders and just snaps their neck with her thighs.
Fable 3?
Yeah.
Huh.
I would either do that, or I would sew through their limbs and then twist until they sew through the limbs, tie it around them until the thread goes through them.
I figure it would have been the Teabag of Doom.
No.
Alright.
I'd either incorporate sewing or just
Sewing.
sew them a nice grave or just snap their neck. I mean, you've seen my calves, haven't you? They're hard as rocks. Next question, Nima. Spend a weekend In a tropical paradise or in Paris.
Paradise.
Paris.
Have you seen Paris? Have you seen Paris lately?
Yeah, it's getting better.
It's like downtown Los Angeles except French.
All right, let's
So
see.
slightly better.
Meanwhile, let's see some light on Zelda combat, and boom, there it goes, the dynamite.
Zelda, hot, hot, hot.
All right, let me meet all the enemies. Well, at least in the. By the way, it's kind of weird. This is the 35th anniversary of Zelda, and it's like maybe it's just like because of the corona. It just feels like it's not really the big thing, you know. I mean, like, I expected, like, say like, oh my gosh, it's gonna be something great or something like something big, like I don't know, all the like Legend of Zelda, like all the 3D titles on on Switch or something.
Who knows, maybe that will happen towards the end of the year.
I would honestly will love to play that, even though I do have both Ocarina of Time and like Majora's Mask and everything. I think I
can't
got the
stand
game.
Majora's Mask.
I like it. It takes a while to get to, but I love the music. I love the characters. There's some good stuff there. It takes a while to get into. You know, it takes a while. Ocarina of Time, it's great, but sometimes it can get a little bit. It just feels like there could be more. Not more, but just like it feels a little empty in parts. Maybe because
It's missing something.
yeah, there's some good stuff there, great stuff, but like compared to like the other stuff here, like in the games and everything, it feels like a little bit empty. There's no real reason to actually go and look at Hyrule Field. No real point to it. It's not no like characters or anything else. Breath of the Wild, there's actually reason to go there. It's actually fun. You sit there and there's no music. You just sit there and chill. Good times. Good times, man. And the sequel is not gonna have that. Go ahead.
Has Lima asked anything else?
Have a one night stand with a celebrity crush or be in a podcast with your favorite comedian. Do I get to take a video?
And no one wants to see that.
I won't tell you which one.
I would get the podcast so I get famous enough so I can actually meet my crush or something. Or I have to podcast with my crush, see if it actually works, and then we'll do something later. That way my business comes up and I get to stay with,
Matt, I'll tell you my celebrity crush if you tell me yours.
My celebrity crush?
Yes.
Selma Hayek's pretty freaking hot.
Huh.
But also, what's her face? Chick who played Catwoman, and not Halle Berry.
Anne Hathaway.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Oh, that one.
Like in her prime, she's pretty good looking too, especially in the Cat suit. Meow.
I mean, even in her 50s or 60s, she still looks great. She's aged decently.
I mean, most people would kill to age that well.
Actually, you know what? There's a Magic in the UK. There's a celebrity chef, a woman who's like 60, but I swear
Nigella Lawson.
She looks like she's like 30.
Nigella Lawson.
I mean, seriously, look this girl up. Look this woman up. Holy crap.
Nigella Lawson.
I know, but
there we go.
Aged beautifully.
I mean, like, I could just hang on. I want to send you like an edited thing someone's done of her. Hang on.
But yeah, well, mine. I look at people like Zaza Beats. She looks lovely. I'm like, she looks nice. Let's see what else. Celebrity crush. I was gonna say something like Serena Williams back in the day when I was a kid, which I was like, when I was a kid, I liked her. And of course, you had, you had my Halle Berrys and such. But overall, I was like, as I grew up and everything, there's like a lot of good celebrity crushes. I really look at it like Angelina Jolie, and J Lo, who is back with Ben Affleck, which is
Why? Her money must be running out if she's back with Bannon.
oh, maybe they're gonna try to do Geely 2 Electric Boogaloo.
They may make the second worst movie ever made.
And I think that's on Netflix actually.
Oh, I never said my crush, did I?
Shoot.
Tom Hiddleston or Chris Hemsworth.
Chris Hansen.
God
See
no.
right over here. Joking.
Alright, what's the next question?
If you were omnipotent God for 24 hours,
Omnipresent. Big difference.
omnipresent God for 24 hours, are you going to be petty to your enemies or rewarding to your loved ones? Me, rewarding to my loved ones.
The only answer is yes.
Petty towards my enemies.
Try vindictive.
Yes.
I don't have much enemies, I just when someone pissed me off enough, I'll just cut them off my life and move on. That's my thing, and I'll just help people out and that sort of stuff. Let's see.
What blessing / punishment am I giving up? Baldness, infertility, constant pain, anaphylactic shock. What else could I inflict?
Something traumatic, but yet something people will be like, wow. They'll leave you alone for it.
Miscarriages.
So Lemur, omnipresent means that you exist everywhere at once. Like there's nothing you can't see, nowhere you're not at. You're everywhere. Omnipotent means that you are all powerful like a genie. You can do whatever you want. You can start the entire universe from scratch. You're Thanos with the power glove.
She probably did mean it, but I probably just auto-corrected something.
That's fine. So, anyways, blessings and punishments are you doing out to who? Punishments, I'm not quite sure, but it would be
punishing Kenny.
No, just make him. He'll punish himself. Let's see.
Any type though.
I'm kind of with magic. Give the men severe impotence. Let's see. Make all the women
miscarriages, anaphylactic shock, just general misery.
Yeah. Just give them conditions that make them age horribly. Oh yeah, that'd be especially for the women. Make them just
a bad haircut.
Make their children and family hate them, and then so they die alone, and then make it so they're allergic to cats, so they can't even become cat women. They can't even become the crazy cat ladies because they're allergic to cats, and then they're also. Oh, what else could I do to really, really, really make it sting? Can't think. They live just as long as normally though, but they age 3 times as quickly.
So like that movie Old or whatever.
Yeah, so when they're 20, they look like they're 60. To reward people, obviously it'd be little indiscreet ways to make them slightly wealthier. And then good health and long life, that kind of thing.
Yeah, that sort of stuff. Make them feel a lot. Make them.
Retail loser says I'm cruel. Yeah.
I just restore youth to people who I like.
Yeah, give them more of make them a little richer. Give them a little more energy. Heal their injuries. That sort of stuff.
Yep.
Not
they can live longer.
Not richness. I think people tend. I don't think it's a good thing. I'd probably just give them tools to either just improve their life or feel better. Just like nothing direct.
Yeah, make people you really like just a bit smarter, so that they're like wiser with money, or they can basically improve their own lives.
Confidence boost, just indirect ways to improve them. Nothing
There you go.
direct. 'Cause, I mean, give a
Oh,
person a shitload of money.
yeah.
Yeah, what are they going to do with it? Spend it. Give someone the tools to, or the boost so they can earn more money. There you go. One illegal activity you want to make legal.
Oh,
Murder.
murder 1 day a week, 1 day a year.
That's called
Kinda
the
like
the
purge. Never
purge.
mind, that film sucks.
No, actually,
Cocaine.
here's the best one, I think. Dueling. Bring back dueling.
Yes.
Yes, duels.
I absolutely think that dueling should be legal. You
I
have
think
two
someone
consent-
like Matt Gates is gonna do something like that. Please.
No, I think that like here's how it works. You have two consenting adults who hate each other or are completely pissed, and what they do is they challenge each other to a duel, and then each one brings a friend to a remote location, and there has to be one official there, like a neutral party, a judge, a cop, something like that, and the entire thing has to be recorded. And they literally do the stand back to back, choose your weapon, 10 paces, fire, whatever it is. It doesn't even have to be like a duel to the death. You could have like where you like, like knife fights. You first person to get like 5 cuts, no stabbing, just slicing. First person to 5 cuts gets the win.
Fuck
Or
it,
you
even in the
do,
modern days, you could just use a fucking Nerf gun.
or you could do full on, duel to the death with pistols though. But again, it's overseen by a neutral party and an official of some sort, like legal, judge, whatever. And it's in a remote area, so there's no stray bullets. And each person gets to bring one friend, meaning that they have like witnesses, and the judge makes sure that it's all in the up and up, and whatever happens happens.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen. No one is. They talk big on Twitter or anything else, saying these politicians. You're not gonna see them do anything like that. They're not gonna do nothing like that. They just say, "Oh, I got sick" or whatever. "Oh, I got a Charlie horse." "Oh, I got all this other stuff." I'm like, man.
Then they're a bitch.
But they don't care. They're like, they're grifting and everything. Like, "Oh, my pistol didn't work." Yeah, that would happen.
Oh,
Like, "Oh, my pistol jammed."
If your
and
pistol
everything.
didn't work, he didn't get to. If your pistol doesn't work, you don't get to tell the story.
Hang on, I'd like to do one thing. I'd like to change my thing to make prostitution legal.
That's a good one.
It's dangerous enough. It needs to be at least legal, so there can at least be some security.
Well, yeah,
into
because
it.
like if a prostitute gets raped, she can't go to the cops. If a prostitute's getting beaten by her pimp, she has no agency. She can't go to the cops and say, "Oh, I'm being beaten," because the cops are like, "Oh, what are you doing?" So, yeah.
Let's see. I'm just gonna drop this on the this. This is a question that right here. You see it. Go ahead. You see it in the little PM in the Discord. There's a question. What is the name for this genre of show? Said Alan Gregory in the print. What is the genre of the show? What's the name of this genre?
Shit.
But there's already a lot of shows that have that. But I don't know what that is, because I looked at the preview of that. I'm like, why would they make this? What?
It's sitcom, but you had an H somewhere.
Did someone lose a bet? That's what I feel like. Someone lost a bet, and they're like, look, we lost a bet, and we pretty much have to make this show. And I'm like, okay, did you lose a bet? All right, fine. But that looks just terrible. All of that looks just terrible. And I just did not. I'm like, why would you make a show like Alan Gregory or The Prince? What was the point of that show?
God, and I thought Alan Gregory had a hideous. I thought Alan Gregory's style was bad. Thank you, Prince, for making me.
You're making it even worse. This looks worse. I'm like, what happened to good animation?
This looks like Family Guy trying to imitate Big Mouth, or Big Mouth trying to imitate Family Guy. Other way, I feel sick.
Have you seen most of the animations on like Netflix and shit? I mean, they all look exactly.
Do you
the
know
same.
what? At
They all
least
look
you
like
could
prints.
say something about Master. At least that looks actually. You feel like it's a part of an epic world. I would shudder to think what would happen if the people behind Thundercats War or something like that and Prince made the Master of the Universe Revelations. Could you imagine how terrible that would be? You think? Yeah,
It'll be just
you'll be like,
Thundercats or-
yeah, but just be like, I saw that. I was like, no, I knew that thing was gonna be bad. You're just like, do you know? Sometimes you just feel like, yep, this was gonna be terrible, and that's what it is.
Okay.
Anyways, guys, I might have to cut it short because it's getting close to midnight. and
Oh,
Yeah.
all right. In fact, I'm about after this mission, which won't take too long. I'm gonna cut it off myself, and because it's about to eat dinner time too. So after this lovely Power Rangers montage thing here, which I still think this should be a big Power Rangers game. Oh, don't, calm down. There we are. Take them down. Take them down. Yes, it should be. I have no idea why they can't make this into a Power Rangers game. Which, that's money right there on the table.
Oh, Matt.
Yep.
Did you watch that whole Nigella Talks Dirty thing I posted?
Boom.
Do it. It's quick. Just do it.
Do it.
Where'd you
Stop.
post it?
Damn thing. You just need to scroll above the Alan Prince Gregory thing.
And there you go. Take them all out. 2,000 KOs. That will silence them. Hopefully. There you go. See, everything's just fine. Don't worry. Who cares about the property damage? They're the heroes of this story. Right? I mean, they're all villains anyway. Don't mind the huge mech here. This futuristic mech. Come on. Right? That's what I love about this mission. Is that, wherever you shoot and fire, you're like, oh my, you feel like, oh, it's so horrible. It's like so much property. Nope, they're all villains here. Go nuts. You don't need to worry about like civilians or anything else. Just take out, they're all monsters, so they're fine.
Plus, this is an area where civilians aren't really inhabited.
There's always going to use that one motherfucker, though. It's going to be that one person be like, oh, I want to stay and do here. I'm like, no, there's monsters here. Huge, like, monsters that could rip you apart. I don't care. I can do what I want.
This area is uninhabited. It's just area.
And there it goes. Boom.
Anyways, guys, I'm gonna bail for now.
All right, and I
have
think
a
we
good night.
are done. Thanks everyone for joining us, and I'll see y'all. We'll see y'all later, and don't worry. Tomorrow night,
Like, share, subscribe.
yes, all that good stuff. Tomorrow night, ladies and gentlemen, we get back to the world of oh gosh, I forgot. Astral Chain. We get back to the world of Astral Chain for those 3-hour missions. Joy. All right, I'll see y'all when I see y'all. Later. Peace.